It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Buccaneers and the Dirty Birds, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football. You know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the number one overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. He continues to play up to his potential. This team's going to be tough to beat.
And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
For the sideline, taken in by Godwin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They go play action. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
second down throw from Mayfield. Godwin working the right side.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Baker to throw. Now, screen set up for Irvin. On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
London brought in motion. On play action, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Robinson. They will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 18. It's a big run by Robinson. 31 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Penix. And he's in! Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Youngwei Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On first down is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otten. Look at the big guy rumble. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Motion man, set right. On second down, Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter. Let's check on this penalty.
Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They run over center with Robinson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. And here's Bijan. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here comes Otten in motion. A give. This is Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and Good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
The Buccaneers getting their puncher out there. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Penix on 3rd down. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Levante David doing his work on defense. 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To throw is Penix. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. The defense a little lax there. They gave up 9, facing 4th and 4. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Penix going to throw again. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and goal. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10. Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. For the Falcons, they were led in the first half by their quarterback, Michael Penix. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Buccaneers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Baker to throw. This one is caught by Shepard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with
that one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Falcons offense and their running back set to go once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. Now he takes off. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. His ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
London brought in motion. On the ground, it's Robinson. Yards are hard to come by there. Work it down to the 37-yard line. It's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page and
in trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
1st and 10. Here's Irving. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll go again here with Irving. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll look underneath here for Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, Baker. That's his tight end, Otten. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Right back to Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Baker. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's complete to McLeod.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, Penix. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Oh! Get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That one is caught by Mooney. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll go play action now with Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter.
Notification. 55 minutes over 60 minutes.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This is 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd down. Bill drops to throw. Godwin working the right side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side to Godwin. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. So we get to a pressure kick And here's Chase McLaughlin. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown.